Hey everybody, this is Foolish Mortal 42 back with some more World of Warcraft Classic with Bjorn, our feral druid. Gonna be down here in Tanaris today, finishing up some quests and probably transitioning up to Hinterlands because there's some quests that go up there. But there's also some in Fairloss that also go to Hinterlands, but we'll do that when we get there. Um, so yeah, I did do a Zul'Farrak run off screen just to get our carrot on a stick and finish that up, and it went really good. I did level up, and I got level 48 training, but didn't get any tank stuff. We did get our new ferocious bite, which is really good now. 490 to 530 at full. So yeah, that's really nice. And then we got a new claw, level 4, and Tiger's Fury. So yeah, it should be fun. First, we're going to see we're already getting like the really good dungeon type stuff. That's for Elbers, actually, I think. But anyway, no, that can't be for Elbers. That has to be for BRD. So yeah. So we're going to go down to the Noxious Lair investigation, come over to Dunemaul, and then get the Thistle Shrubs. And we might do Toga's escort. You have to go all the way across there. I won't make you guys suffer through that, but anyway. All right, so we'll head over here to the Silithid area over here. We also have War Chief's Blessing and Rallying Cry for right now, so that'll be pretty nice. So we should be able to get through these pretty quick. But hope everybody is having a wonderful December. It's quite chilly here in central Kentucky today. They're giving a little bit of snow. This weekend, it's supposed to get down to six single digits. And my brain cannot understand that because in Kentucky, we usually don't get, sorry, we usually don't get any kind of like cold weather until probably like January. Um, I think when I was growing up, we had maybe 2 or 3 like snows before Christmas. It just doesn't happen that very often. I mean, you'll get like a dusting or something like that, but a cold snap like this is very unusual. So yeah, I'm not not looking forward to going to work come Monday morning because it's going to be so cold. So we just need to get 5 parts here. Yeah, that's a nice upgrade. Oh, and I also put in a point into Savage Fury, or our last point into Savage Fury, so that's really nice. Unfortunately, we're going to have to come up with 2 points, and I'm thinking we're going to go Thick Hide. I know I really did like Blood Frenzy. Um, and I mean, it's only 10% more armor. I I just don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I could put just 1 point into Blood Frenzy. Because I anticipate not being necessarily a main tank. And having at least a little bit into Blood Frenzy may help us. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, if I were taking something like main tank, you know, a dungeon like or not a dungeon, but like ZG or AQ20, something like that, I would definitely go max armor. But there is an armor cap, actually. So with some abilities, your extra armor, because when you switch to bear form, your armor gets so high anyway. It may not. You'll go over the cap, and you're not really getting like all the benefit from it. So a lot of your builds don't really have mag or all points into armor anyway. So we got to come up with 2 points. So I'm kind of leaning Blood Frenzy. I mean, that's really the only points that are different, or not different, but added between a feral and tank. And then, of course, your increased threat, but wow, these centaur parts are not dropping very well. Oh yeah, I also bought one. What did I buy? 1 Grom's blood. I bought 1 Grom's blood to get to 275, so that I could learn a major healing potion. And so yeah, Golden Sam and Mountain Silver Sage, which is actually not horribly expensive. And we're going to be finding a lot of that in Angaro Crater shortly. So. And then I spent probably 2 hours yesterday in between doing like some house stuff, fishing. So my fishing is actually up to 140, and I got 100 and something deviant fish from the barons and put them in the auction house. But they've not sold yet. But usually they sell really good. So I'm curious as to why they've not sold yet. But yeah, everybody in the guild is doing Elbers now, and I'm like, oh, by the time I get there, they'll be done. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning toward putting getting some Blood Frenzy. You know, I kind of wish Fairy Fire had a way to tell how much threat that caused. Because I have definitely pulled threat off of somebody pulling with it. Like when they would pull and like a group would come. So it does cause some amount of threat because it's an armor debuff. And it's so great for pulling. It's free. There we go. I was hoping to find a little bit of sungrass down here, but I have not seen any. And I'm really, really trying to not spend money because, I mean, I've got money on other characters I could send over, but I don't really want to too much. Yeah, I'm not sure if Toga is down here or not. It's just a big long escort quest for a turtle. And you have to take it all the way back to Steamweedle Port. So, whoops. All right. Oh, wait. I can't switch that while I'm in combat. No, I want that. There we go. Need to make a macro for that. I have one. Maybe I do. No, I don't. Oh yeah, I also picked up Transmute Arcanite, but I've already used it, so that's going to be kind of a money maker. So every 2 days, you can transmute Arcanite, and usually it goes for about 7 gold, just for your time, basically. They bring you the mats, and you perform the transmutation. It's a really good way to make money. So we gotta get that laden dew gland from these guys. Somewhat rare drop, but not as bad as the stuff from Stranglethorn Vale. Yeah, just my regular. Yeah, that was a level 50, and we absolutely obliterated it. Yeah, just getting a few items really makes a huge difference for druids.
I'm out of range.
Oop. I always forget that. Yeah, I always felt like hunters were really the go-to, but they kill kind of slow. I mean, he is several levels lower than we are, though, so that probably makes a big difference. Yeah, we just kill so quickly and efficiently. It's great. Yeah, I can't believe I've slept on druids for so long. Yeah, we were talking on guild chat yesterday while I was fishing, and I think just about everybody is going to make a protection or a retribution paladin come January. So even if we don't get into raiding before the pre-patch drops, a lot of people, there will be plenty of people doing uh, like their Oni stuff and trying to get those old world kind of not really achievements per se, but getting that gear so that when they go to Outland, they won't be quite so far behind the 8 ball. But the good thing about it is when we go to Outland, because I'm not going to be rolling an alt, or at least not one competitively, we can grab all of those greens that drop, and like those level 58 greens that drop that have like such much better stats on them than the greens from Azeroth, and drop them in the auction house and make quite a bit of money. Because we're going to need probably about 8,000 gold, if not more, to get... Well, technically we won't, because we will get... there's a quest at 68 to get flight form. So we won't actually have to buy flying mount training, because we just get it for the quest. So that's a little bit better. I would like to get fast mount speed though. Yeah, I thought I would find some herbs down here, but I'm not seeing anything on my tracker. But there's so many bots out that are farming. It's actually been very, very difficult to even find herbs. Ooh, Heart of the Wild. It's actually been incredibly frustrating. Yeah, we've got quest in, come on, Hinterlands, quest in Fairloss, quest in Bellwood. None in Everlook yet, but you know, we can already do the Deadwood, some of those quests. Thorium Point, all of those quests have opened up. And now we're starting to get BRD quests. Yeah, I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get back into Ultimate, even though I would love one of those rings, but I tried to get a group yesterday and just nobody wanted to go, so... Well, at least we're getting good vendor stuff. I think my biggest frustration from the last couple of days, I can't remember if I recorded it or not, but I was in the auction house looking at warden staves to see, you know, and it was like 85 gold. And I was like, oh no, I need to save my money. I don't want to, you know, I've seen them cheaper. The very next day, I logged in and I'm like, okay, if there's still one there, I'm going to get one, right? And they were all sold. And they had all, I guess, I'm assuming they'd all been put back in at 250 a piece. So yeah, if I see one under 100 again, I'm definitely gonna get it. But it's not something that we absolutely have to have. I would like to have it and get like a 25 agility put on it, but I'm not.
I need a target.
I'm not overly concerned if we don't get one. I mean, we do have the option, if we don't get one of those, to get one out of Dunemaul. It's almost exactly the same thing. Yeah, the out of the tribute chest, the unyielding maul, it's 2 points less stamina. It's the same amount of armor, which is really the only thing that I'm overly concerned with is that armor versus. Uh, yeah. So the ward staff does have a little bit more armor and a little bit more defense. So I mean it's kind of nice, but if we don't get it, if they stay above, you know, 150 to 200, I'm okay with holding off. Yeah, I. This usually doesn't take too long. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit. Come on. There we go. Whoo! All right. Now we're going to head up here to the Dunemaul compound. Yeah, no, these don't sell very good. But if you're down here in Tanaris and you're kind of hard up for a little bit of money, or if you just want to kill time and make some money, the animals down here, they all drop um, vendor trash items that sell for 6 to 10 silver a piece, and they stack up to like 5. So it's actually not because when I was doing that quest for the getting those samples, I actually made several gold just in vendor trash. So it's, and that only took me like 30 minutes. And so, yeah, it's definitely worth it to come down and just kill like the scorpions and all of that stuff. And if you're a skinner, that's even better because all of that can be skinned too. Alright, we should be able to whip through these pretty quick. And of course, this is the great Mage Weave. What am I doing? The great Mage Weave farming spot down here. If anybody has watched my Shadow Priest playthrough, I was down here for quite some time getting Mage Weave to level up tailoring. Yep. But yeah, we can do the Mage Weave turn-ins for rep now. It's about 3,600 experience per turn, Well, for each one, you can only do it once, but yeah, so we have to come in here and kill Gormarok, the Ravager. Yeah, a lot of stuff that we can sell here. Yeah, those don't sell very much. Just gotta wait. Yeah, usually his spawn isn't that long. All right, hang on. Whoop, here we go. There we go. Yeah, these ogres actually drop some pretty good items too. They're ironically right in the right level to drop a warden staff. I have actually found one back years ago. I found one in burning or not burning steps. Yeah, I think it was burning steps off of one of the dwarves. Yeah, somebody's down here killing these. Or maybe the spawn timer's off.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that we're going like just tearing through stuff, but it's mostly because we've got two really, really good buffs going, so. Really? How many times you gonna parry? How many, how many times you gonna parry? Really?
I'm out of range.
Yeah, these guys drop Mage Weave so good. I'm surprised that Mage Weave does not sell for more. There's so many good uh, tailoring things that come from Mage Weave, but doesn't really seem to be a big seller. What do you need? Enforcers? Oh, that's all we need is the enforcers? Oh, okay. Well, we're almost done. Now, there is a rare that spawns down here. He's a warlock. I've killed him before. All right, let's go. Let's go get these turn-ins going. Oh yeah, and of course, we're starting to get Ungaro Crater quests, so that's fantastic. Yeah. So Sunken Temple, we got a couple of pre-quests to do in Sunken Temple. Um, and then Ashara, there's some stuff in Ashara. There's just so many things that we could do right now. I'm honestly trying to decide. Well, we've got the Hinterlands quests. Uh, and there's a bunch that we could still pick up there that are, our level, maybe a little tougher. That escort's not horrible to do. But yeah, getting those out of the way, oh man, so nice. Hmm. But this laden dewdrop, I think that's the one that ends up going into Hinterlands, so to get that mushroom out of the lake. But yeah, you could come down here if you had empty bags and didn't really want to quest too much. You just wanted to make some money. Empty your bags out really good and kill all the animals that were around Gadget Sand. And oh yeah, I fished up that strangle kelp. I was like, where did that strangle kelp come from?
What's up? Hurry back! Glad I could help. Hurry back!
All right, so gotta go talk to Sprinkle.
Hi, how are you?
Not horrible. Mm.
Seeing you.
Yo! Glad I could help. Hurry back!
Then we can pick up Super Sticky, but we're not going to just yet because we're not going over that way.
Have a good one. If you ever need anything,
All right, the Violet Tragon.
be good.
What's up? Have a good one. Be good.
All right.
Keep it real. Time is money, friend.
Okay.
Keep it real.
And Junior Surveyor is down here in the other Silithid area. And with us being able to stealth in there, we can actually go in there and get that really, really easily. So, trying to think if I can do that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna pause the video just for the ride down there, and we might attempt the escort. But all right, hold on. Alrighty, we are all the way down here in the Gaping Chasm, and we've stealthed up. And we're just gonna kind of sneak in here. I think it's the first tunnel. We'll see when we get in here. Well, technically not, apparently. Yeah, stealth is so handy. Yeah, so when we actually do start needing to get our manual crowd pummelers, we can just basically go into Nomegon and just stealth down to the crowd pummeler. But honestly, you don't. I mean, by the time we get to where we'll need to do that, we will have we'll be definitely out leveled and can just solo it. And that's it. Let's go back out the way he came in. All right. And I think I'm going to go on and call that an episode. Uh, I did try to find a small group to do the escort, but nobody really was biting. So, yeah, I don't think I'm quite ready to solo that. And it's not that those mobs are that tough. It's just you get a lot. You get like, there's 2 spawns and they spawn 3 each. And then one is kind of like right next to where a bunch of other stuff spawn. But I mean, we do have Dragon Slayer on. Well, let's go over here and see if he's up. All right, hold on. Well, he is up, but I don't really want to do the quest right at this moment because I need to get ready for something. So I'm going to go on and call that an episode. And I hope everybody will join me back where we will start off with not a fantastic quest. It's actually kind of difficult. These escort quests are notorious for being a lot more difficult than they need to be. But I think with being a druid and we've still got Dragon Slayer up, I think we'll definitely be able to do it. So I'm going to go on and exit and park right here. And when we come back, we will see about doing this escort. So hope everybody will join me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.